This is a video chart for HSKA Corporation, stock ticker HSKA, brought to you by allpennystocks.com and baystreet.ca, with technical analysis from 123learntotrade.com. Right now we're taking a look at the 15-minute chart of HSKA, and we can see that price is basically moving back and forth within a price channel, with an area of resistance occurring around the 69-cent area, and an area of support occurring right around the 62-cent area. So in the near future, I would anticipate that price will continue to move back and forth within this price channel. We can see that around the 7th and 8th of the month, price was above that area. However, we have more recently kind of consolidated and continue to move back and forth within this price channel. And recently, we can see that price broke below it a little bit to the downside. However, it has broken back above, which is a very bullish sign, and could continue to move up from here if we see some more volume come into the picture. Let's zoom out to the daily chart now and get a feel for where the stock has been over a little bit longer time period. And we can see that basically the stock sold off pretty strongly in 2008, which most stocks did do, and more recently has been climbing upward and regaining some ground. So the main things that I notice on this chart here are a very strong area of support, which is right around the 60-cent area, which is the one we talked about on the intraday chart. And that's occurring right here. We can see that that's defined in several areas on this chart. And that should be a very strong area for price to respond to. I'd be surprised if price broke right through that. We should see some rising volume come into the picture at this area, and price should respond to that area quite well. We also do have another area of support right down here. That's around the 40-cent area. It's a little bit of a ways away, but that is another area of support. And our last area of support is all the way down at the 20-cent area. So those are three main areas of support. Price should not break through all of those. And to the upside, we can see that we do have a little bit of resistance around the 80-cent area, and we also have a secondary area of resistance right around $1.10. But both of those areas are relatively far away from our entry price right here, which is around 60 cents, and that's this strong support line that we have right here. We can see that every time volume comes into the picture. So, for example, in March of 2010, a good deal of volume, over 200,000 shares per day, came in, and price basically rallied all the way from the 60-cent area up to the 110 area. So as we approach the 60-cent area again, there should be a good amount of demand here. And if we can see that type of volume come back from the picture, we could rally all the way back to the 110 area or even higher if we continue to hold that volume. So volume will be very important to keep an eye on in this stock. And if we do see a good amount of volume come into the picture, I wouldn't be surprised if this stock rallied at least 20 or 30 cents, if not a little bit more than that. Let's zoom out one more time and look at the weekly chart. We can see basically the stock has responded to all of these areas of support and resistance that we've drawn all the way back since 2002 and 2003. So they are very strong areas of support and resistance, and I would be very surprised if the stock did not at least temporarily retrace or obey these areas of support and resistance. We can also see that the stock spent a little bit of time up above the $2 and $3 area, but we won't talk too much about that because it's only at 60 cents right now. So in the near-term future, I would say the stock should respond to the 60-cent area, and if we can see a good amount of volume come into the picture, we could see another strong rally come in and break through this 110 area of resistance, which is what I would like to see. So once again, this was a video chart for HSKA Corporation, stock ticker HSKA, brought to you by allpennystocks.com and baystreet.ca, with technical analysis from 123learntotrade.com. If you have any questions about the techniques or strategies I talked about in this video, I offer a full explanation of them in my price action trading course at 123learntotrade.com. Once again, these were only 123learntotrade.com's interpretations of HSKA stock chart. Investors and traders are always encouraged to do their own due diligence and consult with their financial advisor prior to placing any trades. Past performance is not indicative of future results.